fired for being a caring person, fired for being a good person. The Walmart effect, or the corporate America effect. There is a young lady in Jackson, Mississippi, about 2.5 hours from where I live. I live in North Mississippi, right up 55. But there was a young lady that was fired from her job a few weeks ago simply because of being concerned about a child. She didn't do nothing but talk. And wouldn't you know it, that her talking got her fired? Yes, her talking got her fired. She was talking to a young lady that was in the store with her child in the basket, pretty much naked. I seen a little bit of the clip. I think the child only had like a pamper on. But she's fully dressed. And the employee, the young lady, got fired for simply approaching the young lady and trying to talk to her about it. So yes, she got fired for being a caring person, for defending a child. Now. I understand the policy. My wife worked for a major supermarket company. She worked for Kroger's. In corporate America, have policies that everybody must abide by. Employees, especially. And I understand that. I'll be the first to say we must obey whatever laws that governs us. Everybody work on a job that you don't own, or you not see it. You work for a company. You work somewhere where they have company policies, and you must adhere to those company policies. It's a must that you adhere to those company policies for legal reasons. They just can't have you running around at work doing all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Saying stuff and doing this. A lot of places you go to, by me being in the trucking industry, a lot of places I go to, to pick up loads or deliver loads, they have something on the door that said, no video cameras allowed, no smoking on the on the property. You know what I'm saying? No pets on the property. Stuff like this. No loud music. No sleeping on the property. Stuff like that. They have rules. And you must abide by their rules while you are on their property. It's just the way it is. And if you go into the Bible and read the Bible, it'll tell you that obedience is better than sacrifice. God told us to obey the law, obey authority, obey those who have rule over us. We live in a country where it seems like laws and rules are abundant, in a lot of laws and rules are just plain ridiculous, and they are. But it's the law, and we have to be governed by those laws. Else, you're a lawbreaker. It's just what it is. You are a lawbreaker. We don't rail against authority. Something you disobedient if you refuse to obey the laws. God has laws, and there are laws set up in the world that we must live according to. A lot of believers and Christians have in their mind that they don't have to obey the law. And under biblical reasons. Some law we feel like we don't have to adhere to, especially when they're dealing with Democrats or Republicans. Oh, they're a Democrat. I don't got to respect their law. This a Democratic run state. This a Republican run state. I don't have to, But the Bible considers you as being unruly, a lawbreaker, if you don't obey the laws. It just is what it is. Now, it's not wise for anybody to start an altercation in public with anybody. I mean, that's even out on the streets. If you see something that's not right, or you witness something going on, we have authorities. Do what you can do without putting yourself at risk. Nothing wrong with being a good Samaritan. Nothing wrong with speaking up for truth and standing for truth. But we have to be wise, use common sense. God is not going to hold it against you for speaking and standing for truth, even if it costs you your life. But make sure if it take your life, make sure you not at fault. See what I'm saying? But I understand corporate America. I understand laws. If we work for people or companies and places that where they have laws, we have to respect their rules and laws. It just is what it is. Now, do I feel like that she should have been fired for that? No. They should have some type of system, a write-up system. That doing that shouldn't qualify you for immediate termination. We only human. Although companies have rules and regulations in the country have, we gonna break. We gonna people that normally obey laws and stuff. We gonna sometimes break laws. We gonna sometimes, you know what I'm saying, bend laws. It sometimes it's necessary to break laws for good reasons. But righteous people and people, you don't go around just railing against authority and rule. For instance, speed limit may be on a 70 mile per hour. But it may become a situation where you have to speed in order to avoid things. You know what I'm saying? You may have to break the law for good reasons. There are exceptions to the rule. God knows. We don't just go around speeding, breaking laws, driving for nothing, which America, we have a bad problem with it. I see this all the time. People just get out there in traffic and just drive deadly. Everybody want to be NASCAR racers nowadays. Not thinking about other people. I see them a lot of deadly accidents all across this country. Drinking and driving. People do that. You breaking the law. You lawless. But corporate America, when you're dealing with corporate America, it seems like no compassion. Why fire this young lady? Because she for doing what she did. She didn't touch nobody. You know what I'm saying? She didn't touch the lady. She stayed away from her. And I feel like it should have been just a write-up thing. Or maybe even a 2-day suspension or something. But not a termination. I understand the process. Don't start an altercation. You see something ain't right in the store, report it. Call the police. Do something. Don't sit there and start an altercation on a property. You know what I'm saying? You are representing Walmart. I represent my company when I'm on duty. And believe me, as truck drivers, we run into unruly, bad people all the time. I just I went into a place and picked up some dog food the other day. Pulled in at the security gate, and the young girl proceeded just to kind of lay down the law. I came in there to pick up, and I pulled up to the window, and she started, "Hey, you got to go here, you got to do that," and just snapping her neck and pulling up. She was upset. I said, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I said, you can calm down and talk to me. I'm trying to, what you trying to, you trying to be disrespectful. I told her, keep it professional. If I didn't do what I should have did right, it's not on you to lay the law down to me. What you mean? I was just trying to tell you. I said, no, well, I can see them as, I can see you having an attitude with me because you felt like I didn't do the right thing. Really, what it was, she had just pretty much clocked in, and she was on her phone. This is what they do. Our sisters, our people, I see it all the time. I go in the stores, I go to places to pick up. They be so busy on their phone, they don't want to work. You pull up, they get mad. They want to sit there and text and talk to people all day and all night. Just want to ride the clock. That was she was mad. I said, young, and then her supervisor was standing right behind her looking at her. She didn't say nothing, but she was looking at her. But I checked, wait a minute, hold on. Why you doing all, I was just trying, no, you doing all this, popping your neck and talking all fast. You upset. You mad. Don't you know you working in a place where truck drivers gonna come in here all day, every day, and might not know the procedure? But did you go there first to get this? Did you do this first? Did you go? What you mean? But then when I checked them, now I was misunderstood. Yeah, okay, cool. She was wrong. You working for a company. You don't get sideways with nobody. You ask me, well, sir, did you go down there and get your bills first, check in, then come back or whatever? She went wrong. And me representing my company, you have to be mindful or where you at, who you dealing with. Don't put your job on the line for somebody else. Don't risk your job for somebody. Just do what you get. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need to say something to them to put them in check, say it and leave them alone. Don't argue with them. Don't try to, especially if you work it and where you dealing with customers and stuff every day, because the corporate companies, they won't hesitate to fire you. So be wise. I hope the young lady down there in Jackson at the Walmart get her job back or something, or get another job, because she shouldn't have been fired over that. Write her up or some verbal warning. But to lose a job over that or being concerned, you trying to take away, neutralize the human nature. the young lady that had the child, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I feel sorry for a lot of children that are being born today. That young lady was a prime example of a lot of people not being qualified to be parents. You gonna put some clothes on, you gonna put clothes on, but you gonna have your child naked in the store, cold, and it was cold in the last couple of weeks in the Mid-South. The winter storm came, it was cold everywhere. You gonna tell me you couldn't put nothing on that baby? I think the baby only had a pamper on, if I remember seeing it right, just a pamper. And I have seen that with my own eyes in the past. Some people don't have no business with children because they just not equipped to be parents. You can have, everybody can have a baby, children. That don't mean you're a parent. You're a good parent. That don't mean you know how to raise and you care. And we can see with that situation, she didn't. Then was being just rebellious and just, you know, but a lot of children have to deal with that, have to live with that. All you can do is pray about it. Because she had the attitude where she wasn't sorry. She knew better when she went up in there. You think that girl didn't know that she should have put some clothes on that child? Knowing you going out in public, you don't think somebody gonna say something to you? Yeah, what kind of sense does she have? That's not a spiritual thing. Now that's just common sense. Put some clothes on that baby. You got some clothes on. That's child abuse. Nothing but a pamper on that baby. Then getting mad and dare somebody to say something to him. The world we living in, all we can do is just pray. That's all you can do. Pray and do what you can do, what I'm saying. But most of all, pray.